Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of JAIVI. JAIVI is a popular culture commentary session where I discuss everything pop culture. On this episode, I have my brother Malcom again to continue our discussion on GUKA. The GUKA sessions are a part of our social responsibility drive of educating the local communities. I leave the floor to Malcom.
Good day. So we continue where we left off. Going further, Zimbabwe is facing a growing crisis towards drugs and substance abuse. The major drug that has taken over the streets, we are talking in terms of GUKA. Seeing the progression of taking these drugs, takatanga tichiona vanhu vachitora mbanje, then mbanje dziye dzabva dzatanga kublendwa netobacco. Maybe vaida kusvika to a desired high. Then from there on, codeine came in. People started taking Stalix. People started taking Bronclear. Iyo inozikanwa chinzi Brongo. From there on, came the advent of Crystal Meth, Guka Makafela, Mutoriro, Buwe, the Devil's Powder, Dombo, zvichienda zvakadaro. And then paguka, it is made of hazardous, toxic substance. Masubstance aya tiri kutaura, tichataura a few. Tine something like ammonia. Ammonia inoshandiswa kugadzira fertilizers. Tine battery acid. Tine pesticides. Of all these substances, they are highly corrosive, highly flammable, but tukuona the youth are taking in their bodies, which causes severe damages. Then going further, we did an observation kwatinogara kuti ndevapi mazera ari kutora Guka Mutoriro and saka we saw kuti from the ages of 16 up to 35, of which this is an economically active population group that is supposed to be in work, complementing towards the national growth. But these are the people who are wasting away their lives due to Mutoriro. We also discovered there are various ways to take in Crystal Meth. Some smoke it, some snort it, some inject it, some ingest it. But of the popular way to take it, we have injection. Injection has major problems, whereby we say you use a syringe. Once you get high, someone can come and use it. Then diseases like HIV and AIDS and so on, transmissible via injections, can be easily passed on. Then looking at smoking it in, they use a bulb, my energy saver. That's where the term Mawambi Mrambi came. Then we say they smoke it using a bulb with a lighter or a candle. This is something that is very bad for our health, for our bodies. This is something that we must look at. This is something that we must look at to make a change. Let's work together. Let's come together as communities. We also went on to look at the reasons why the youths are taking these drugs. This was just asking questions from where we live, asking around people, some who are taking Mutoriro, someone who know Vangwarutora Mutoriro. Then some of the reasons were, it's because of the lockdown. The country was on shutdown. There was no school, there was no churches, there was no rehabilitation, recreational facilities to spend time at. So most of the people started to engage in taking GUKA. It became a hobby or a way to escape reality, so they say. It's one of the reasons they mentioned. So here we're saying also someone used to hang with people who take drugs. So They just adored the way of taking drugs and ended up taking drugs too. Some others even provided reasons like, I smoked marijuana before, so how bad can crystal meth be? So we're saying all these reasons all led to taking Guka. Then there's this common reason people talk about. They say it's because of peer pressure. But in my opinion, I believe there is nothing like peer pressure. It's only us making wrong decisions based on lack of knowledge. This is where we come in to say we want to educate the communities, the societies, to say Guka is a toxic substance. It's a synthetic drug that targets the mind and the body. The effects are very, very severe. And we are talking, since the youth are taking these drugs, their livelihoods will be affected. They won't be able to take part in things that matters. More so, another reason was we are taking Guka because we are depressed. Depression as a result of we are searching for purpose in life. Some of us went to college, and we are unfortunate that some of us were never been employed. So by so doing, you ask yourself, but inkwandakaenda kuchikoro kose mabasa ndisiri kuwana, right? You are searching for purpose. You want to be useful in life. By so doing, you suffer depression. Then isusu kwatinobvawo sevanhu vatema, if you talk about depression, vanononga vakatokutarisa and they call it a white person's disease. Then us blacks were just perceived kuti ndarama kasimba ma 2 minutes and so on. Then we also talk about depression as a result of relationships. Since we mentioned kuti some of the people taking these drugs ranges from the ages 16 to 35. 16 up to 20 or so, they are still growing, discovering who they are. They engage in relationships, they break up, then they say depressed. While depressed, they take drugs. The only initiative we are trying so hard to push is educate the communities, the effects of taking drugs. We know it might seem not feasible enough to say we're going to take off the drugs off the streets, but trukuti ticharamba tichita noise, ticharamba tichitaura kuti madrugs akaipa, ticharamba tichipusha hashtag redu rebuka guka nderekushaya. Mutoriro is deceiving. It will only make you waste your life. You will waste your life, and places you end up being in a hospital or a jail. That is if you are a bit fortunate. But if you are unfortunate, you will end up in a grave. Wafa, D-E-A-D, dead.
Ufa.
Ninya ya Mutoriro. So trukuramba tichitaura and ticharamba tichita noise till someone listens. This is not because we want recognition. This is a social responsibility me and my friend took upon to say, let's use our talents up to skill. Then we also say, the moment while you are high on Guka, on Mutoriro, on the devil's powder, so they say, the fun only lasts for a while. But while the desired high is gone, you will face reality. Guka Mutoriro, it is deceiving. Some are taking it kuzoti tafamba ma streets, we get street credit. Hamdarama makabaka, daramanga murchibaba and so on. But is it worth it? Ask yourself. And we want to talk also. Yes, drugs are bad. Drugs are very bad. But there is an important aspect of healthy living. Do you know taking care of your bodies is actually great? Eating health, sleeping enough hours, engaging in activities, exercising, rather than staying all day smoking Mutoriro. We could actually do better with our lives. Yes, akuna mabasha, but there's something within you can utilize, you can use for the better, for the greater good of this nation. We cannot always blame the government. Yes, here and there something goes wrong, but let's all come together. Let's discover something within ourselves. Let's all work. Let's all go to school. Let's all fight this drug addiction. Drug addiction is a disease. It grows. It's progressive. It eats us. We waste our lives. Our parents are in mourning. Our parents are stranded. Our parents are suffering from BPs and depression and so on. We have become social misfits nekutora drugs society medu, of which we all can fight it. To someone who is listening out there, asata tora drugs, asata tora Mutoriro, all I have to say right now, please do not take Mutoriro. Guka Nderekushaya. And then for those brothers and sisters of ours who were involved in Guka, in Mutoriro, please find a way to stop. Be bold enough to stop. There is this quote that goes about that says, quitters are winners. You could actually quit and be a winner. All that matters is, what is it that you're quitting? What value is it adding to your life? What value is it adding to your society, to your family? So, we could actually live sober-free lives. Drugs destroy lives. Drugs takes away the potential within us. Drugs affects those around us. All I urge is Guka Nderekushaya. Guka Nderekushaya. Wherever you are listening from, tell someone to tell someone. Guka Nderekushaya. Also, please, I come again. I'm asking, I'm begging. Someone listening, let's stay away from drugs. There's nothing cool about drugs. Drugs are just an illusion, an easy escape route we try to take when we face problems. But in reality, once the desired high is gone, you will face the actual reality. Whereas the reality is now encompasses of more problems as a result of addiction, as a result of drugs. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you. Continue to follow us, our podcast JAIVI. Also on YouTube, like, subscribe, share, and turn on that notification button, never to miss anything else.
Thank you, Malcom, for a wonderful session where you are telling us about more on Guka. Next on JAIVI, that's when we are going to talk about the effects of Guka Mutoriro. As of today, we leave you with our ongoing hashtags Guka and Guka Nderekushaya. And for those who were thinking kuti vadambotanga kumbofila the euphoria inongotaurwa nevanhu vanorova Mutoriro, please don't start, because once you start kuzoregedza, it's actually harder than kutombotanga wambozama. So please, I urge my youth, I urge you guys, stop experimenting neguka. Thank you.